1995, there's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Brady now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. So after the INT, it's Bortles, eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Chris Ivory taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The runner-up New England Patriots offense back onto the field. And I wanted to get your thoughts on the offense for this crew as they go into 2018. How do they stack up, Charles?
Typically, New England, pretty darn stable. One of the goals going into the offseason was to try and hold on to running back Dion Lewis, because coupled with James White, that's a heck of a tandem. Of course, the big fella, Gronk. You know, you find him another all-pro year in 2017. And remember, before 2017 began, they picked up Brandon Cooks in a trade at wide receiver. That paid off in a big way. He had his third straight 1,000-yard season in the NFL. And then, of course, there's Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, and they expect to get back Julian Edelman for all of 2018, coming off of a knee injury.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Ready to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Now Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And his kick is good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, Some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fresh set of downs here. Bortles going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Bortles now on first down. He finds Hearns left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or better. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a
Dion Lewis. And a cut to the right and some open field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis. 51 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he is knocked down from the side. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, here's Fournette. And now running right through it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Bortles to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. To throw, it's Bortles. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. Bortles going to go on fourth down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Lewis. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
Oh, well. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Right side, it's Lewis. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, 32 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So they're going to go for 2. Now Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct, but I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Dion Lewis. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles now on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson, 74 yards. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Shotgun now for Bortles. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed two-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87. And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. On first down, Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Second down following the run. Bortles now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ben Koyak, 27 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Going up now, a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Play action. Now it's Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 56 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bortles escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Room here to run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Bortles, flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now Lewis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Brady to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down. And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. What a spin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here. No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations. They practice this all the time. They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done.
And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd and 4. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Ivory, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lawrence Guy in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Brady going to look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And now running right through it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. This is Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted. No